Okay, that's worked for us. So, check a couple of things in the game. Yep, that audio seems to be okay. Okay, and doesn't appear to be laggy at the moment. Oh, it is a little bit. Okay, let me just try something here. She needs some apples. We got some apples. Okay, so start with Zhongli's one. And I completely forgot how to get to that boat. I guess we're just gonna glide there. Or swim. One of the two. Oh, what's this?
Traveler, Paimon, it's been a long time.
Oh, hey, Hoishin. Long time no see. Fancy meeting you here. How's work these days?
Thanks to the help of people like you and colleagues like Ganyu, better all the time. But I've been feeling distracted at work lately. It's a long story. But my father, he's thinking of stepping down from the Tianshu position due to health issues.
Huh? What's wrong with Uncle Tian?
Nothing specifically. He's not unwell. He says he's just increasingly low on energy these days. He's always said, old age comes for us all in the end. Still, I just can't help but feel a little emotional. Anyway, my father's currently on the second floor of Yangsheng Tea House. Why don't you come pay him a visit with me? He seems very fond of you too. I'm sure chatting with you will make him very happy.
I can't even remember who this
Sure,
is,
let's go.
to be honest. Oh, okay. I think that's just one of the start of one of the character stories.
What should I try this time?
Okay, so let's head over to the ship. I wonder if it's not probably too late to try and glide now. Okay, I guess we're swimming. Because I thought there was someone who can take you over there, but I guess they only bring you back. Okay, well, hopefully I have enough stamina to get over there. Alternatively, I could have probably gone from over there, I guess. I actually don't know if I'm going to make it or not. Pretty sure last time I did. So, hopefully I can this time. It's going to be close. Actually, I'm not going to be able to... I'm not actually going to be able to climb up. Okay, I guess we have to use stamina to get up. That was a big brain moment. How do we get up here now?
What I'm about to say is a bit disrespectful of the Lord of Geo and would draw a lot of angry looks. So it's best to discuss this somewhere quiet. Your argument just now exhibited...
I mean, you're about to say it exactly to him, but sure.
Most importantly, you don't fall for the boasting and acting of the others. You remain objective. So I have a question for you. Perhaps you will answer differently from other scholars. Do you think that all the gods that the Geo Archon killed were evil?
Let's not analyze it in terms of good versus evil. Rex Lapis placed great importance on the integrity of contracts. So any gods he killed certainly must have broken some kind of contract.
Right! The Lord of Geo wouldn't kill the innocent.
But when I was doing some
So
research,
you think?
I learned about the legend of the god of salt. The god of salt, Havria, was a very kind god, but she encountered Morax one day in battle. Morax used a rather underhanded trick to assassinate her.
What? No way!
This bit of history is a long story. But you may not like the truth when you hear it.
Don't worry, please tell me what you know. This event, I've already searched for answers for a long time.
Quite so. I don't know where to begin.
Oh,
Over
another
here,
person.
Mr. Zhongli, I've been looking for you. So you're over here all this time.
Oh, Fatui. Okay.
Down your weapon and stay back. Otherwise, Paimon's reporting you to the Millilith.
Yep, Paimon ain't
First of
doing
all,
nothing.
I'm not holding a weapon. There's no need to overreact now. I'm simply an archaeological researcher from Snezhnaya. I'm not here for trouble.
The Fatui say that every time.
But this time, I registered with the Liyue Ministry of Civil Affairs. I could show you the official documentation if you want to see it. I will be conducting an archaeological survey here, the results of which will all be shared with the ministry. I heard that Wangsheng Funeral Parlor had a consultant named Zhongli, with immense knowledge of ancient history and archaeology. So I paid Wangsheng Funeral Parlor a handsome amount to hire Zhongli as my own consultant while I'm in town.
So you mean to say
Sure, that will go
this is
down well.
work for the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, yes? Well, since it's work, I don't have a choice. A consultant of the
Hello.
Wangsheng Funeral
How are you
Parlor
going?
must respect their duty.
Of course you would be such a reasonable man. Well then, let's head out now, shall we?
How's Genshin? It's
Wait,
good.
if
Just
you were
started.
studying
We're doing
archaeology, then I go too.
Zhongli's
I am also a scholar in
character
this field,
story.
so I can help.
That
The
will
first
give us
part,
a
anyway.
chance to continue the topic we were just discussing. Oh, and you should tag along too.
Yep, don't know anything
This
about
experience
archaeology,
may be
but
of help to you on your
sure,
future
why not?
adventures. It is a story from before the rise of the Seven. Although the god of
I really
Salt
hope that
has
there's no puzzles
already
in this.
perished, it will still be a meaningful experience for your journey.
Wait. This is an archaeological expedition, not a tour group. That's too many people.
But this friend of mine has a treasure-finding talent, surpassed by no one.
Still waiting for your game to
It will
download.
surely be of
Okay,
great
how
help
long's
to
that gonna
us.
take?
Oh? What talent?
If my friend espies a treasure chest, they will absolutely find a way to open it.
Hey, Paimon's good at that too!
Well, that is quite enticing. All right then. Well, let's go. There's
Paimon
no
and
time to
Clement
waste.
can
When
fight
the
over the
overlord of
treasure.
vortex was crushed by the Jade Chamber recently. Perhaps something of interest was washed ashore. An ancient artifact would be good. Traces of ancient activity would be great. But a piece of the god's limb would be even better. Who knows what surprises we may find.
Okay, we're going all the way over here.
This place looks so ordinary. Can we really find anything valuable here?
Huh? Paimon thinks it looks really grand.
I don't mean the scenery, but rather that there should be something out of the ordinary. A big battle did just occur and all, and I don't even know where to begin looking here.
Guyan Stone Forest is actually the perfect place to be, if you wish to learn about the gods or the history of the Archon War. Legend has it that
We're gonna
Rex
do some
Lapis
learning.
threw
Let's
spears
go.
made of large rock into the sea here, piercing and crushing the overlord of the vortex. After many years of wind erosion, those stone spears have turned into the unique rock formations we see now.
These mountains were the Lord of Geo's weapons?
What we see now is just the part of them that remains. The stone spears hurled by Rex Lapis all those years ago were much greater, both in number and in size. But due to the different angles they landed at, their large centers of mass, erosion by seawater, and years of gravity, many of them have been completely swallowed by the sea. So besides wind erosion, the initial collapsing of the stone spears also played a big part in the formation of Guyan Stone Forest.
Well, a god able to fight one so powerful as Rex Lapis was certainly very strong in its own right.
Indeed,
Fair enough, yeah.
this is where the value lies in research at Guyan Stone Forest. Most of the objects from that time were lost to the sea. But the gigantic waves created by the overlord of the vortex have given those sunken objects a chance to see the light of day again.
So you're saying that if we look carefully, we'll be able to get very, very rich. I mean, rich with archaeological knowledge and historical value, yes? That's all I seek in
Didn't
life.
just totally sell himself out, but sure.
Since we brought
Let's
so
keep
many
going.
people, I think it would be best to split up and look.
Okay then, I will go with my friend here. Although I have a smattering of knowledge in various disciplines, when it comes to archaeology, I can't compete with the expert here.
Huh? Me?
What's the matter? This is your profession. Why are you so surprised?
I get it. I'll escort him then.
Okay. If we find anything valuable or rare, let's meet on the shore opposite from here. The ancient god probably left behind lots of elemental marks. Following them should make our search much easier.
Well, go ahead then. Use your elemental sight to look for any marks.
Yep, let's do some fighting instead.
Speed of light. Out of the frying pan, into the fire. Hey!
With sword comes shadow.
Yeah, this will be good because oh Jesus, okay. That was a good shot.
Incoming. Hey!
Because I actually need to start collecting this stuff as well.
Sacred name, fortune preserver. Speed of light. Nowhere to hide. Incoming. Hey!
What's in the chest?
He's here.
Train dummy.
Stone
Okay.
Forest is a place where a god was
Fair enough.
defeated, and its remnants still affect the area to this day.
Speed of light. To ashes. Life goes on. Don't blink.
And one more.
Speed of light.
Okay, for some reason I've just never gotten this chest.
You give, you receive. Incoming. Hey! Nowhere to hide. Don't be.
Booba, get them.
Orders given, orders received. Speed of light. With sword comes shadow. Don't blink. Hey!
Not so bad. I mean,
Hey!
maybe next banner. We'll do some wishes and see if we can get her for you. Because I mean, I've only gotten... I don't think I have any C1 5 stars. Oh, okay. Never mind. I've gotten her twice. But I think she's the only one. No, never mind. I've got Diluc twice as well. Yep, next banner, because... where is it? This one is up in 6 days. Who's next? I can't remember. I think... Kazuha, Chi-Chi might... No, Klee. I think those two are on it. But... Other than that, I'm not entirely sure. And I will take this because the other day I had to go around asking random people if I can take their core lapis. Lucky? Yeah, I mean it is pretty lucky to get both of them. Only issue is I gotta level them now.
Incoming. Cut to the chase. Don't blink.
Oh, he's still alive. Okay, he's dead.
Speed of light. Hey, nowhere to hide. Incoming. Hey.
Yeah, I pulled Clay, I think I got her on her banner. And then the other two I got only recently. I really did nothing over here, didn't I?
That's everything. On to the next. Speed of light. Cut to the chase.
You got none. You got Eula, and who did we pull yesterday? You got Jean yesterday as well. Is Clee bad? Nah, she's pretty good. I've just never actually leveled her, which I'm slowly doing at the moment.
You're toast. Incoming. Speed of light.
Now you have Jean as well. Remember, we got her yesterday. I honestly really wanted Ido, but never got him.
Gathering together here.
And I don't know if I'm going to
See that object in the
get
center?
enough wishes in the next couple of days to
It emits
try
the
and get him
remnant
again.
strength of the god. That would certainly attract you. The hydromimic monsters. I have a contract. I must put my personal feelings aside. Go ahead. Defeat them and recover the relic.
Oh, okay, there's more.
Power that ended high shot. Go. Cut to the chase.
Drop Razor
It's
fishing
just a
over.
stone slab,
I mean,
but its design is quite unique. This
You've
should
already
be
got
enough
Barbara
to
as a
garner
healer.
Some information. Let's head back.
what are we doing? Oh, I'm going to take all of this while I'm here.
You call yourself a scholar of archaeology? You can't even recognize this or that. What are you good for?
Oh no, they're arguing.
We all have our areas of expertise. I already tried very hard to explain.
Oh, stop arguing! What in the world happened?
This girl just keeps bragging about how she's an archaeologist, but she doesn't even know anything about the surrounding ruins. I even know more than her. She left me to rely solely on guessing, experience, to find anything valuable to take back. Ugh, what a waste of time.
I've just been researching the god of salt, so I'm not familiar with sea relics. Is that so strange?
That is a
And
little bit
you?
odd.
You kept asking about how much Mora everything is worth. Can the value of relics only be measured in Mora?
I mean, isn't measuring their value in Mora the easiest way? This also matches the traditions of Liyue, does it not?
Now, calm down. No need to make a fuss. We were able to bring back some intriguing objects. Let's have a look. Oh. What a shame. These objects were indeed washed ashore by the Overlord of the Vortex, but they have nothing to do with the god besides being in the vicinity at the time. The stone slab we found, however, has a mysterious pattern and faint aura of divine power. Perhaps it will be useful for research purposes.
Quick, give it to me.
Wow, that's kind of rude.
At least we didn't come for nothing. The power of the gods, yes! This is good. Oh, but these other objects are certainly worth a little something, right? It should be enough to cover the cost of hiring you. It's all mine.
So,
Sure.
it's only valuable
That's how
for
that works.
research if there are remnants of divine power on it?
Not at all. My quest to uncover the history of the god of salt is because history can tell us about culture and beliefs. But you? You're just trying to use archaeology to get rich.
Nonsense! I'm a professional archaeology researcher from Snezhnaya. I swear, if I'm lying, may the Lord of Geo strike me down.
Go on. Because I really doubt that.
Oh, by the way, you probably don't want to sell that teacup.
Oh? Why's that?
That's not an ancient teacup. It's part of Ningguang's collection. It must have fallen here along with the Jade Chamber. So unless you want to mess with the Qixing...
Ah, I see. What a shame. It was of such high quality, too.
See? You do want to sell these objects!
But, so what? Why can't I pursue wealth both intellectual and material? Don't be so simple-minded. All right, then. No need to stay here any longer. I'm rather quite intrigued by the God of Salt, too, actually. Let's go to Saltarai next.
Okay. Fair enough. You don't know if Shinobu is really that good. I don't know either. I haven't really used her at all. But I guess it depends on how you play. Because I don't think I've even leveled her up that much. Where is she? Level 60. But I got no artifacts on her. And that's the only sword that I think I have. Yeah. So I haven't really used her at all. Even though I'm pretty sure she's C3. From memory? Yeah. So I probably should level her at some point.
Don't blink! Nice and spicy!
Come here, big boy.
Incoming!
Take this!
Don't blink! With sword comes shadow! Boba, get them!
Orders given. Orders received.
Speed of light! Cut to the chase!
Don't blink!
Okay, and then over here, and we continue on.
I heard that Salterai was once the home of the god of Salt's people. Therefore, there's sure to be loads of valuable relics nearby.
According to legend, the people of the god of Salt, Havria, enjoyed prosperous lives under her protection. But this legend has been around for ages. With the countless scrap collectors and treasure hoarders in the area, there probably aren't many valuable things left here.
Oh, good. That's just great. If I knew it was picked this clean before, I wouldn't have come.
About that.
Guy's a bit of
I
an
know there's a
arsehole.
ruin deep in this cave here. It's related to the god of salt, which is actually how the area originally got its name of Salterai. However, the ruin entrance has been sealed by a mysterious power. Nobody has been able to break the seal. I found a mechanism that seemed to be related to the seal, but when I undid the mechanism, the seal wasn't affected at all. So at the moment, the seal's origin and how to break it are very important topics in my research on the god of salt. I don't know, there's no concrete evidence, but I'm pretty sure the seal is meant to hide some kind of long-forgotten truth. The god of salt was a benevolent god, adored by the people, not to mention powerful. She wouldn't have any kind of shameful secrets to hide. So, the one who wants to hide some truth is very possibly her killer, Morax.
This doesn't sound like something the Lord of Geo would do, though.
It's getting
Who cares
juicy.
about all that? It sounds like countless treasures of the god of salt lie within this ruin, just waiting for someone to find them, right?
You weren't listening at all, were you? Ugh. Even if there's a mountain of treasures inside, nobody can get in if the seal isn't broken.
Ah, but we have the illustrious Mr. Zhongli with us. He looks like he knows just about everything. A little seal shouldn't be any trouble for him.
This seal seems to be quite ancient. Even Mr. Zhongli may not know all of its secrets.
I may know something about it.
What?
Over the years, I've
Possibly
heard
know
various
something.
rumors with bits of knowledge about seals. Although their references seem rather disorderly, they do in fact contain the secret to breaking seals. Let's go take a look at the mechanism Miss Wanyan just mentioned.
I
Okay,
hope this
since
isn't going
Mr.
to be a
Zhongli
puzzle.
said so, follow me then.
I am going to look so dumb.
Here it is. There's some debris scattered here that, when put together, look like they definitely had to do with the god of salt. According to the inscription on the side, if one looks from a certain angle, the see that? Although we activated the mechanism, nothing happened to the seal.
That's because there's actually another mechanism that must be activated.
Oh,
Another?
Let me lead the way from here.
another one.
This place seems familiar. Huh, I remember. I think there's some elemental monuments here. So you're saying they're related to all this? When I investigated the seal last time, I had someone with a vision accompany me. But when we lit up all the elemental monuments, nothing happened.
That's because you don't just need to activate them at the same time, but in a certain order as well.
Oh no.
Otherwise, the seal will not be broken. The secret to this puzzle is hidden in the legends about the Archon War. Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Qingce in the north. All desolate and devoid of life. Liyue is vast, yet even one haven is hard to find.
To the north, to the east. Do the people of Liyue always talk in riddles?
I think I've heard this saying before.
Certainly you have. And the contents of this saying are also related to the god of salt. To provide a haven for her people, whose lives had been ravaged by the Archon War, this benevolent god searched all across Liyue. At that time, with the chaotic fires of war engulfing the land, even one sliver of peace was a luxury. And that haven she eventually found is right here. Today, it is known as Sal Turai.
How sad then. In the end, this peaceful place was destroyed by Morax.
Okay, enough with these
A lot of
ancient
destruction
stories.
going on here.
Now that we have the clue, hurry up and break the seal. Whatever happened doesn't matter as long as we can get inside that ruin.
Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east,
Oh, no.
Jueyun in the west, Qingse in the north. With this clue, you should be able to solve the puzzle.
Okay, well, let's just do the part that doesn't involve the puzzle first.
Speed of light! Don't blink!
Okay, so we have 1, 2. Okay, 2 there. Where's the other 2? 1 there. And 1 here.
Behold, the prince.
Wait, can I see what he said again? Okay, here.
I created another universe.
I really have no idea what to do, so I'm just gonna... That one... Right. Wait, is this not related to what I'm meant to be doing?
Tianheng in the south,
Oh my god.
Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Qingse in the north. The directions are the clue. Give it another try.
So what was it first? It was south... Southeast, west, north. I don't know if I can hit that one from there. Is that not... Oh my god, I didn't actually hit this one.
Tianheng in the south.
Yep, no,
Yaoguang in the east.
I heard you.
Jueyun in the west. Qingse in the north. The directions are the clue. Give it another try.
Okay, that actually worked, okay.
Look! The seal really was broken! Mr. Zhongli is indeed quite remarkable.
It was nothing, really. Now, it's time that people learn that...
Wait, no, wrong one.
All right, let's go.
I'm just glad that that puzzle was easy. No, that wasn't smart. I literally had the instructions and I did it wrong.
Before entering the ruin, I have a proposal that will help us prevent the kind of senseless arguing between you two that we saw at Guyenstone Forest.
Okay. What is it?
We're going to change who's with who.
I propose you two agree upon a contract.
Oh, never mind.
Stipulating that we alternate who gets claim to each treasure we encounter, with only one object permitted per claim. To show my sincerity, I won't be taking any treasure. This will just be between you all.
Why is there not another option? I'm sure Paimon and myself would like some.
Hey! Don't pass an opportunity like this up so easily!
See?
I don't agree. I mean, you want me to split the treasure with this amateur archaeologist? No, absolutely not.
I don't agree either. He will only defile the
Oh
precious
my
relics
God.
left behind
They're like
by
children.
the god of salt. I can't accept this.
Well then, if the contract is not agreed upon, I will no longer serve as your consultant on this expedition. You will have to rely on your own experience to find whatever treasures are hidden in this ruin, as well as traps.
You have the audacity to demand this. Okay then. Even half of the treasure in the long-sealed ruin of the God of Salt should be enough to make a fortune.
If you want me to agree upon this contract, so be it. I just have one request, Mr. Zhongli. If we discover the truth behind the God of Salt, you must judge it fairly, even if the truth harms Morax's image.
I can accept this arrangement. Well then,
Interesting.
let's go.
Wait, really? There's been a teleport waypoint here the whole time? Wait, but I swear this is... I've had this unlocked before. Yeah, because there's a bunch of core lapis and violet grass down here. Ah, okay, there's like a completely different entrance. I hope the recommended geo thing is just not something that I absolutely need, because I might be in trouble here otherwise. Okay, cool. I get him anyway.
Are these statues?
No. These are people.
Ugh.
No, I can't break them.
They were probably followers of the God of Salt.
How did they become this way?
Oh shit, this place is actually pretty cool.
What in the world is hidden deep in this ruin? Speed of light! Hey! With sword comes shadow. Don't blink!
So I... Oh my god, why? Okay. Is there a different way? Am I dumb?
Quake!
Oh wait, I can't check right now. I don't know if I do, to be honest. Don't tell me I have to do that every time. Just now I see why they said I need Geo. It all makes sense.
Look at this. It's filled halfway with
Actually, yeah,
salt.
no, isn't Noel
Just looks like
Geo?
a fancy salt holder. Seems like the God of Salt was a god lacking in treasures.
According to my knowledge, it's no ordinary vessel. Although it is only half full, it is also forever half full. That is to say, it is bottomless.
What? You're saying that even if I pour the salt out, the
Bottomless
amount
cup?
inside won't change?
Exactly.
I mean, if you like salt, that's a great
Endless
deal.
Salt. The god of salt is powerful indeed.
Finally, after all that effort, I've found precious treasure. I claim
You
this
could
is
literally
mine.
make a salt
I just
empire
need to
off
pour
of
the
that.
endless salt into 1,000 or 10,000
See?
bags. I can sell it and make a fortune.
You don't like Geo?
How can you use
Um,
a relic of the god of salt
I
for
mean,
such
Zhongli's
a
pretty
shallow
good.
pursuit?
But
If
other
Mr.
than that,
Clement wants this salt
I've never really
chalice,
used any.
then the next object we find will belong to Miss Wanyan, according to the contract agreed upon.
Of course, as we agreed. But how can anything be worth more than this rare find?
Since we have a contract, it's no use for me to fight with him.
Then let's move on, shall we?
The next one we'll find will be an endless cup of gold. Is this one gonna say anything different? Nope.
Eyes on me! Incoming! Jumpling! Hey! Speed of light!
Stop hitting the platform. Oh no. Whoops.
Quake! Stabilize!
Good thing they give you him to use during this, because I would have to go out and come back in again.
Just a simple ruler. It doesn't look to be worth anything.
This, if I remember correctly, this is some kind of measuring tool.
Indeed. But the god of salt imbued it with another power. When you stick this ruler in the ground, the surrounding area will become covered in salt, much like a rising tide covers the earth. The deeper it is stuck in the ground, the more salt will appear. It is essentially a bumper harvest of salt.
What? That's even better than the salt chalice.
Well then,
Why do they need so much
according
salt?
to our contract, the salt
I get that
goes to
they're
Miss
the
Wanyan.
god of salt, but
No, unacceptable.
there must be a
I paid
limit
for
at
and
some
organized
point.
this entire expedition. Why should I get the short end of the stick? And this girl has been useless. Why would she get anything?
Oh boy, here we go again.
So you are saying you want to break the contract?
Not
So
a good
what
idea.
if I break it? Now that I've seen how the mechanisms in this ruin work,
Not a good
I
idea
no
at
longer
all.
need you. Let's not forget who hired who here. Why should I let you make the rules?
Because you agreed to a contract. Rex Lapis once said, "Ones who break their contracts shall suffer the wrath of the rock."
That is one of your Liyue gods. I am from Snezhnaya. I...
Will suffer the
Yep, you're
wrath
fucking up
of
here,
the
buddy.
rock. You may find it rather unpleasant.
Pay your dues.
Oh, I got.
Go. Yeah, hit, don't blink.
Okay.
I will have order.
Oh yeah, that was easy enough.
I shall confiscate your treasure as well. You are not worthy to continue any further into the ruin. leave this place.
Oh, darn you! Just you wait.
He's gonna go get a bunch of Fatui. It's gonna be a big fight.
Some archaeological survey. He could only pretend for so long. Hey, Paimon likes Mora, but Paimon doesn't do bad things.
Clement's wrongdoing stemmed from greed, yes. But besides greed, there are many other things that may tempt us to break contracts. When people see the object of their dreams, how many are really able to control their desire and follow the contract? I think we should be honest with each other now.
Huh? Be honest about what?
That in truth, not a single member of this archaeological expedition
Wait,
came
is that a
for
chest back there?
archaeology.
Why
wanna-
do you say that?
Miss, you lack even the most basic archaeological knowledge,
Oh,
and can
child, you haven't
recognize
seen him?
naught but a few simple relics.
Um,
However, you are an
yeah, he
expert
hasn't
when
been
it
in the
comes to
story for
anything regarding
quite a
the
long
god of
time.
Salt. You aren't interested in archaeology or relics. What you're really interested in is the god of Salt. I believe those legends about the god of Salt that you mentioned on the Pearl Galley are passed down between generations at Yinyuan Hall.
Okay, that's enough. Sir, you are indeed a man of great knowledge and talents. I seem to have been right to seek you out once I plucked up my courage. You're right. I'm not a scholar of archaeology. I come from one of the 8 trades under the jurisdiction of the Chising, Yinyuan Hall of the salt industry.
Oh,
Our
okay.
ancestors were those protected by the god of salt all those years ago, when the Archon War engulfed the land in chaos.
Oh, right. Now that you mention it, the people of Liyue very seldom use the name Morax.
During the war, Morax assassinated our god out of envy for her power. He left us alone and lost in the world. We hate him! But this is Morax's Liyue after all. And its history is written as he wishes. So I seek proof of Morax's guilt. He has blood on his hands and cruelty in his heart.
But it was an Archon War. Of course people are gonna die.
We agreed to a contract that we will face the truth head on, didn't we, Mr. Zhongli? You must judge this history fairly.
Naturally, of course. But I must add, Liyue is no longer Morax's Liyue. Come with me. All the answers you seek lie ahead.
Oh, answers. Okay, where's that chest? How do I get here? Can I do this? No. How do I? Oh, okay.
Rise!
I really want that. Even though it's just a common chest. Oh, okay. Never mind. I'm stupid. Never mind. Oh, okay.
Quake!
Oh, no, not like that. Can I do it this way? Yes, I can. Cool.
Quake! Yeah!
Speed of light.
This is order.
Yeah, that's more.
Yeah.
Speed of light. Cut to the chase.
Incoming.
Quake. Yeah.
Okay, that kicking animation is pretty cool though. I do like that.
Rise.
Just kicks the spear at him. Destroy these boxes. No, stop climbing them, please. Okay, I think.
This is a sword?
This is where we find out the God of
It's a broken
Salt
sword. This is proof. This proves that the
wasn't
God of
all
Salt
that
had
nice.
to fight back against the evil Morax. But sadly, she was defeated. The power of this sword surely is much greater than that of the Salt Chalice and Salt Ruler. If we can repair the sword, then we can show the world the mighty power of the God of Salt.
It does look like something left behind after being defeated in battle.
2 pieces of a broken sword. From an archaeological perspective, these are 2 separate relics. According to the contract,
Okay.
you can only claim one.
He's
Why? We were alternating claims to treasure, true. But Clement is no longer here.
Yes, but the only one object per claim clause still holds true. You cannot take 2 relics at the same time.
This logic!
Zhongli. She seems like a good person, and no one is fighting over the treasure. How about you let this one slide, huh?
When there's a
the contract's the contract.
nothing
Yeah.
can be allowed to slide. If the contract is not followed, then it is broken.
No! If I only take 1/2, then it can't be repaired, and the power of the God of Salt cannot be restored. No matter what, I must be faithful to her. Even if it breaks the contract, I don't care.
So you are already decided? Then there is a price to pay for breaking the contract.
Zhongli!
That is to say, you consign yourself to suffer the wrath of the
Oh,
rock.
okay.
That's okay. The God of Salt gave up her life to protect her people. My sacrifice is nothing compared to that. Punish me however you want. Just let me take this proof of my faith.
No, you can't hit her!
Perhaps that punishment would be easier for her. But, as punishment, I will tell you the truth.
Huh? The truth? You mean the truth is my punishment?
Yes. The truth that I am about to tell you shall be your price to pay for breaking the contract. I'm afraid to say that the God of Salt, Havria, was not the powerful god you imagine her to be. Rather, she was a small and weak god who yielded to all other gods. When it came to war, she lost, never able to win a seat among the 7.
What?
During the Archon War, the gods of this world used all their strength and cunning to vie for control of Tevat. But Havria instead chose to flee. She thought that by giving up before a fight could start, she could save herself and her people from the war. However, during such a long war, there is no end to the advances of aggressors. After making countless concessions, Havria lost all of her lands, until only one small haven remained.
No. No! It can't be so.
In her last days, she had not even a single blade to defend her people with.
Not even a single blade? Then... this sword...
This sword is not a relic belonging to the god of salt, but is instead the murder weapon used to kill her.
Murder weapon? No!
Oh boy.
That's not true! That can't be true! You're trying to test my faith in the god of salt.
As I said before, I only state the facts.
Preposterous! You are a follower of Morax! Don't try to trick me!
Hey! Hey! Come back!
Indeed. Otherwise, why would I use
Okay.
the truth as punishment? I did not want to tell her such cruel facts. But the contract was broken. Let's follow her deeper into the ruin. There, I fear, we will find something that will leave her no choice but to face the truth.
Oh, okay. Let's go.
Are these statue thingies
They're running.
running? What will we find ahead?
Salt. And
Salt.
betrayal.
Oh, did she turn on her people? Yikes.
What are all these? What did they see? What did they do? What happened?
Since you do not trust me, let us continue onward. That which lies beyond this door will show you all that happened back then.
Oh, sir, I'd be gone.
This is the scene of the crime. Havria's body dissipated, leaving nothing but these traces of salt. Her dying moments have since been frozen in time to this very day. The story continues that some among her people realized at last that this gentle, kind, but weak god could never protect anyone in wartime. The Archon War was cruel in the extreme. Instead of consigning her to the agony of defeat, they thought perhaps it would be better to give her a quick release.
But what about these statue
Damn.
thingies?
Her own people killed her.
No matter how weak the god, the power that flows forth when they are slain is beyond the strength of mortal coils to bear. Those who could not flee were thus transformed. Those of her people who were untouched by this disaster left for Liyue, where they sought refuge with Rex Lapis. Their descendants feared Havria's remnants and lived in terror that she had laid upon them an eternal curse. So they risked their lives to come here, to break the sword and offer up obeisances in hopes that her anger might be appeased. But they need not have done so. For how could a god who had never once resisted, even till the end, nurse hatred for her people in her heart?
Even if this is so, I can't! This must be a lie. A false history, all of it! Don't you dare try to shake my faith!
I mean,
Yikes. Zhongli didn't show any mercy this time either.
This is the price she must pay. Yet I would not call it a bad thing. Judging by how she appeared, I fear that she will struggle for a time. But even if she may not escape that struggle immediately, Simply recognizing the truth is good enough for now. Indeed. In ages past, Havria's story served as a warning to me as well.
I suppose,
Faith in a god who has already passed will do you no good.
like,
So it is
being
for
weak in a
Havria,
time of war, especially with
and
Archons,
so it
is
is
a good
for
idea.
Morax also. All right then. Now, would you like to accompany me in taking a trip to Guyonstone Forest?
Sure.
What do you want to do, Zhongli?
Probably gonna put the seal back on.
Treading old ground, telling old stories. One cannot help but be reminded of old acquaintances.
Oh wait, no, that's a completely different area. Wait, what? So can I just, like, grab some of this salt so I never have to buy it again? That'd be nice. Is there another chest anywhere? Nope. Not from what I can see anywhere. Okay, where are we going now? Over here again. Wait, why is he? Oh my god, he's all the way up there.
Faster?
Okay.
Okay.
There is a way, like a walkway up there, but I guess I'll just go the hard way. Actually, I don't know if I can get up this way. No. Can I get up this way? Also no. Okay. Let's go the long way.
Rise.
Which is a little bit annoying because I'm pretty sure there's 2 Abyss Mages up here on this path as well. Unless they're only a one-time thing. Okay, there's 3. Never mind.
Life goes on. Hey! Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Just a scream.
Opening box of Adepti tricks. Speed of light! With sword comes shadow.
So I'm healing with Barbara? Yeah, so... I mean, they both sort of have the same way of healing.
Incoming!
Power that ended Python.
Oh my god, that one's still alive, and it's got its shield back.
Speed of light! Hey!
Where'd you go?
Nova, get them!
Please just die. Thank you. Okay. We can continue on. Right, where is he? Oh God, why is he all the way up here? Should have enough stamina to get to here. Yep. Hello, sir.
Now, I mentioned before that many gods of old have been sealed beneath the Guyan stone forest. The Adepti have presently handed Liyue over to mortals, and Havria's time was even further in the past. The Salt Chalice and Salt Ruler that she left behind should not return to Liyue. To leave them here is to let them slumber. And it is also a homecoming. I ended an era with my own two hands. I've always wondered how I should remember that which I ended. History records, but history may be changed. This incident proved that. Time is a mighty force, and history's twist in its flow. I need to find a better way of recording history in order to engrave its truth. Stone carvings were one such ancient method, but unchanging stone, immovable earth, even one such as myself. Someday we may all disappear.
Zhongli.
Therefore, I thought of you, traveler.
Wait,
You
why?
are one who crosses the celestial atlas, and who passes through countless worlds.
Oh.
If our history is engraved in your memory, it will one day accompany you into another world. As long as a traveler like you is able to record what happened, then a backup of sorts will exist for times and tides of Tevat.
But won't we die someday as well?
Sounds like tough work.
Now then, it is time that we consigned both the Salt Chalice and Salt Ruler to the sea.
Wait, he's just gonna throw it into the ocean.
Throw them into the sea!
As I said before, this is the place to which the remnants of many bygone gods are consigned. This includes Osial, Overlord of
Literally
the
just taking
Vortex,
relics and
who the
tossing
Jade
them away.
Chamber most recently returned to this ocean prison. Thousands of years ago, the Adepti and I fought against the turmoil that plagued every corner of this land. Guyan Stone Forest, where I sealed many gods with my spears. After so long, naught but folktales remain. Osial, you and I were foes, but our ancient grudge is but a bygone memory now. May that which Havria has left behind be yours to subsume. And thus another spark of divinity departs from Liyue. My legacy shall now be left to those who come after to debate.
Okay, that was kind of cool. Oh, I wonder if he's just gonna
I will
like
remain
stay up
here
here
for a
for.
while.
Yeah, okay.
I fear that moments of reminiscence like this can only grow fewer. Though the Salt Chalice and Salt Ruler do have power in their own right, they are nothing before Osial. If a day comes when he should recover his strength and return, I believe that even so, he will be defeated once more.
Okay.
I will remain here for a while. We did not measure right and wrong during the days of the Archon War in the same manner as we do today. Of course, as I am now, I only wish that she could have lived in a gentler time.
Well, I mean, if her followers didn't straight up murder her, she probably could have. Alright, so unfortunately I don't have the second part of his unlocked. I don't have a key. So we'll be going on to Kokomi next. Which one is that? That's this one. But before we do, I'm going to go grab a quick drink and a little snack, and I'll be back shortly. Finished the quest almost an hour. I mean, is it meant to take longer? I feel like an hour is a pretty decent length for one quest anyway. Because I've been live for just over an hour and 15 minutes. Oh yeah, she is basically from... Actually, we'll head over there and then I'll she's from here, the big pearl place. And yeah, pretty sure she's Hydra. I mean, it'd be a bit odd for her not to be Hydra when their main place is on giant clams. But I shall be back in a minute or so.
I can't decide whether pyro slimes taste better with salt and pepper or garlic and herbs. Is there time for a quick snack? I'll whip one up in no time. I can't decide whether pyro slimes taste better with salt and pepper or garlic and
If it's good, then you're gonna get her. I mean, you can try and get her. There's so many characters now, it's kind of hard to get the one that you want without waiting for a banner. If I have enough to do a wish, I don't. Okay, so we shall continue on. beer. No, not beer this time. I'm drinking Smirnoff this time. I was going to get beer, but these were cheaper. Because I had a special on. And I also have some Mammy noodles.
Kokomi said to meet her. Do you still remember this place? Paimon remembers we came by here last time we visited Watatsumi Island. That was back when you did your stint as captain of Swordfish too. Paimon's curious whether the resistance troops still remember you. Things on the island must have changed a lot since then. Oh, shall we take a look around?
I barely remember this island, and
If the enemy outnumbers
oh,
you,
that's
seek their
him,
weakness
the dog
and
boy.
exploit it. If you outnumber the enemy, seek unequivocal domination and crush them. Marauders on the waterfront are supplied by sea. Burning their ships is the path to success.
General Goro, sir, do you have a verdict?
More or less. From the directives left behind by Her Excellency, we can surmise that a Fatui ship is moored nearby. This explains their aggressive posture. We could split into two teams, one to draw their attention, and the other to circle around behind enemy lines and set fire to their ship. They'd have nowhere to run. Then again, Madame Kokomi made clear that we are not to split up without sufficient forces. We'd risk being picked off one by one until our whole line of defense disintegrated.
Sir, shall I send for reinforcements?
I doubt there's time. Based on their
when I
movements,
put, yeah,
they'd likely
I'm
be gone
pretty
before
sure I
our
have a
troops arrive.
C3 of him at this
Her
point as
Excellency's
well.
directives also stipulate that we should wait in ambush and avoid making the first move. Since we lack sufficient troops, I don't think we can afford to engage the enemy at this time.
Sir, we're just gonna stand by and watch them leave?
I love this guy's
Surely there must
mustache.
be another way.
Looks so silly.
Her Excellency's directives also state help may arrive when all seems lost. As for where this help is supposed to come from,
Hey, Goro! What are you guys up to?
Captain, you've returned to Watatsumi Island.
That's great! Her Excellency's directives are as reliable as ever. You've arrived just in time. Recently, the remnants of the Fatui forces have been unusually active. We've been monitoring their movements, waiting in ambush here. Unfortunately, we don't have the manpower to split into two teams. Can we ask you to keep them occupied?
Hard to say no when it's the Fatui. Whatever they're planning, we won't let them get away with it.
Good. There's not a moment to lose. We'll go
Should
behind
get one.
enemy lines
Get
and
one what?
sabotage their ship.
Mustache.
Let's
Already
meet back
have one.
here afterward.
Not
Watch
like that though.
yourselves. We'll be back shortly.
Seems like the Resistance still remembers us. Come on, let's help them get this situation under control.
Imagine if they didn't remember us and they just completely fucked us up. Oh no. Okay. Yeah, so I have... Where's Goro? Where is Dog Boy? Yep, C3 on him as well. Unfortunately. I've got him C2, Lisa C1. Oh yeah, I've also got Ningguan as well, Chio. Noel C2, Goro C3. Oh, that's right, I also got Kuju Sarah. Not too long ago. I think I got it yesterday, the day before. C3 Yanfei. I really need to actually do something with the characters that I have constellations on. C4 Barbara, which I absolutely hate.
Wheel of life.
Oh, you're not a water one. Okay.
Cut to the chase. At the frying pan, it's the fire.
Fortune Preserver.
Is she good? Who?
Nowhere to hide.
Oh shit, that did a lot of damage to me.
Life goes on. Wheel of life.
I shouldn't have popped that twice, but here's what it is. Let's try and kill this guy.
To the chase. Incoming.
Okay, one left. Before more spawn for no reason. Yep. Oh god. Okay, but he's a water one, so I've got to kill him first. Because otherwise he's just going to keep healing everyone. Good, the Electro Girl. Sarah, I think she's okay. I don't know, I haven't really used her at all either, because I only got her yesterday, so...
Speed of light. Incoming. Hey. Nowhere to hide.
Okay, that's finally done.
We were lucky to have you here. We'd have no way to prevent their escape without you.
What's that you're holding? Is it the directives from Kokomi? Let Paimon see. Oh, wow. This is a whole book. Is it all Kokomi's directives?
Yeah. Well, no, not all of them. I have 5 more volumes with me.
Are you serious?
Her Excellency always plans for every scenario. Plus, these are her general operational directives, which are more comprehensive than most. Still, we're fortunate to have them. They make sure we're prepared for every eventuality, no matter how complex.
Oh, understanding every eventuality sounds tiring enough, let alone writing them all down. Must have taken Kokomi a heck of a long time.
Captain, are you back on Watatsumi Island to lead Swordfish 2 again? We've all been feeling your absence. Her Excellency says that now is a time of peace, and that we should reduce the size
Really
of the
lucky me.
military and
I
focus
prefer
on
to get
helping the civilian population
a
return
5-star
to
instead of
normal.
the same 4-star
About
4
half of us are
times.
still organized into task forces, supporting the platoons. The other half have been given various other functions like patrol, construction, and farming. Of course, not everyone's happy about it. The other day, an old buddy of mine was grumbling about being forced to build houses. Said they'd have to drag him away from the front line, kicking and screaming.
The spirit of the resistance is alive and well, huh? Anyway, we're here because Kokomi invited us to the victory feast. Do you know where we can find her, Goro?
I believe Her Excellency is currently at Boro Village. There were reports of a possible disturbance over there. If I'm not mistaken, Her Excellency has gone to deal with it in person. We should probably get going ourselves. And, also, on your way over, please check in on the soldiers. I'm sensing a growing unease among them, but I
Boost
don't know
the
what's
morale?
causing it. They won't say. They used to tell me all their concerns, but whatever this is, they're keeping it hidden. I don't like it one bit. I suspect there's trouble afoot.
Maybe they're just a little bit confused that there's a half-cat boy leading them.
Sounds good. Paimon was just thinking it'd be good to see everyone again. Ready when you are.
I have lots of 5-stars. No, I've only got 5? Or do I have 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6. Which only 2 of them are built. I still need to do the other 4. That's a pretty cool photo. I like that.
Wait, aren't you Captain of Swordfish too? Oh, it is you! Oh, you have our
Very
gratitude.
nice. So yeah, who have you got? You've got
Island
Eula,
come to
you've got
peace without your
Jean,
efforts.
and who else?
I wasn't with Swordfish too, but I did see you in Tatarasuna. Oh, you really gave it to those Shogunate samurai in the fight of honor. Oh, it was quite the show. Is there anything you need from me? I'm at your service. On edge, you say? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've noticed it too. In fairness, the battle isn't long over, and, well, perhaps it isn't quite over for them. You know what I mean? Every single person looked death in the face that day. It's not an experience you
Oh,
forget in a
Mona
hurry.
as well, that's right.
Victory's declared, and all of a sudden, the fighting's over. But people can't just snap back into normal life again. I think things will improve, but it's gonna take some time. I don't know what else it could be, but what I do know is that as long as Her Excellency is with us, Watatsumi Island is safe. And all the more so now that you're back. Seriously, if there's ever anything you need, just say the word.
What a nice guy. Let's go ask some other people.
I mean, you also have 3 5-stars that I don't have. I wouldn't mind having Jean, to be honest.
Peace at last.
Oh, I thought he
Living
was
the
snoring.
dream.
I was so confused.
Don't I know you? I've definitely seen you somewhere before. Can't place you, but I'm guessing you're not with the Shogun's army. Unsettled? Unsettled how? I haven't noticed anything. Not that I would, necessarily. I keep to myself, mostly. They're all too rowdy for me. We're at peace now, finally, and I, for one, intend to make the most of it. My life right now is about 2 things, and
What do you mean you're at
things
peace? The Fatui literally just
sun
attacked the beach.
and the sea breeze. Sorry that I can't be more help to you. I'll tell you someone you could ask, though. San Gonamiya. She knows everything.
Huh. Seems he's about to fall asleep. Let's leave him to rest and go find someone else to ask.
Just Jean, yeah, well, I mean, I'm sure you remember the other day, I completely forgot that Eula even existed.
Ugh, I don't understand what Her Excellency is thinking. I mean, peace talks? Give me a break. Why would she agree to that?
Exactly. Everyone knows you can't trust the Tenryo Commission. I heard they've been secretly coordinating with the Fatui and plan to continue their attacks.
Wait, for real? You're sure of this?
Positive. Some of our guys had a run-in with a few Fatui. They caught them conspiring together firsthand.
I knew it! The Tenryo Commission are a bunch of crooks. They'll never change. Honestly, it's kind of naive for Her Excellency to take them at their word, isn't it?
Shh, keep your voice down. Someone's coming.
Hey there! What you talking about?
Captain, you're back. Do you think we should tell the captain about what we were discussing just now?
No, let's not mention it. He's one of her closest advisors. For all we know, the peace talks could have been his.
That's what I mean, I completely
I'm
forgot
sure
who
the
she
captain
was
would
or
see
what
where
she
we're
even
coming
did.
from, but you're right. We should probably play it safe. Welcome back to Watatsumi Island, Captain. Nothing to report here. Everything is A-okay.
Her Excellency should be in the village at present. Head straight over if you wish, Captain.
Oh yeah, completely forgot about her.
Because
Because I rarely see videos of her as well.
But if they aren't gonna talk, we might as well head over to the village.
She was your first 5-star? Uh-huh, nice. I mean, she was also your main, or still is your main, isn't she?
Admit it! We know you've been secretly supplying the Tenryou Commission with goods purchased on Watatsumi Island. I knew something was off about a Tenryou Commission merchant doing business here. So, what do you have to say for yourself, huh?
I'm innocent. Ha! You're as guilty as they come. You never should have been allowed to set foot on this island, let alone do business here. Take him away.
Wait!
Oh, there she is.
Kokomi, there you are!
She's got a really pretty dress, to be honest.
You should take a look, pronto!
Your Excellency, this merchant is suspected of criminal activity, so we seized him for questioning. Our surveillance shows that in his whole time here, he has made numerous purchases, but no sales. And yet he has no stock in his possession. We believe it's highly probable that he has been supplying the Tenryou Commission behind the scenes.
I haven't.
That will do.
He sounds drunk.
Let's not let ourselves get too worked up here, shall we? Everyone take a deep
Oh,
breath with
maybe you get him one day.
In and out. Better? Matsuda, Uchimura, I understand that you're concerned for the safety of Watatsumi Island. But before we make any decisions over whether this merchant is guilty or not, we must give him the chance to explain himself. If he's guilty, of course, there will be consequences. But if he's innocent, he doesn't deserve to be falsely accused. This is Watatsumi Island. We deal in facts, not opinions. Excuse me, sir. As you know, my subordinates have some concerns surrounding your commercial activity here. Perhaps you could explain your side of the story to help me reach a verdict.
Of course, I can explain everything. I'm a trader on the island, so naturally I built up some inventory. I was planning to hold off on selling until the prices went up, but then, but then I was robbed by the Fatui. They took everything. Now, you think about that. First I lose all my inventory, then I get treated like a criminal.
Doesn't sound like a very good liar.
And why should we believe you? So
But
what?
maybe he's
That doesn't
telling the
prove
truth.
They took his goods? And even if they did, it'll still end up in the Tenryou Commission's hands. They're in this together.
What? The Tenryou Commission are colluding with the Fatui now? This is the first I've
Covered
heard
her
of it.
chest. Yeah.
I suppose it is true.
What's wrong with
What's
that?
that got to do with me?
What, the Tenryou Commission start colluding with the Fatui after the fighting's already finished? Seems unlikely to Paimon. We met a representative of the Kujo clan recently. It doesn't seem like he'd have the time to be colluding right now. But on the way over here, we accidentally on purpose overheard some soldiers mention the exact same thing. Kokomi, do you know anything about it?
It has been brought to my attention, yes. We are scheduled to begin peace talks with the Tenryou Commission soon. The Kamisato clan has arranged for them to take place in a neutral location. Kujo-Sara and I will be accompanied by our guards. We will use the talks to discuss future plans in detail. But just as arrangements for the peace talks began to fall into place, I started hearing rumors of collusion between the Kujo clan and the Fatui. Allegedly, their goal is to completely wipe out Watatsumi Island. If that's the case, then the peace talks are likely a trap. Even the Kamisato clan could be involved. Sir, are you quite certain that your goods were stolen by the Fatui?
Yes, it's the truth. I swear. They stole my goods and then they ran off that way. I'll bet that's where that hideout is.
Very well. The potential ramifications of this incident are serious. We will retrieve your goods, and if everything is in order, it will prove your innocence. However, if we find evidence to corroborate the claims of collusion between the Fatui and the Tenryou Commission, I expect you to fully comply with our investigation. Do we have an understanding?
Yes, of course. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Matsuda? Uchimura?
Well received, Your Excellency.
How are we doing this after completing like all the quests on
Captain of
Inazuma?
Swordfish Platoon Section 2. Would you join me in the investigation? Good. I look forward to seeing how you've progressed lately. I also have a few new things to teach you.
Oh, she's gonna teach me some stuff.
Follow me. If we do find the merchant's goods in the hands of the Fatui, it'll prove he's innocent. Whatever's going on between the Fatui
You
and the
innocent,
Penrith
buddy?
Commission,
Huh?
we need to get to the bottom
Okay.
of it.
Actually, how much level up material do I have? Do I have anyone I can level up? See, this is another problem. I have everyone, I just need to ascend them. Official. Like, Chi-Chi's the next one. It just takes so long to get these, the gemstones. And those as well. Considering you need so many of them. Diane, hello. How you doing tonight? I am finally doing
This must be the Fatui camp
ill,
that the merchant was
Chi-Chi. You
talking
take that
about.
back.
From the looks
It's not
of
very
it,
nice.
It used to be a Hilichurl camp. Who knows why the Fatui occupied it? Looks pretty heavily guarded. How are we supposed to get in? Not by brute force, that's for sure. But that's not a problem. The terrain here gives us an advantage, and we haven't given away our position so far. Our enemy is in the light, while we are in the shadows. Strategically, we have the upper hand. I think we have 3 options available. Option 1. Take the king, and it's checkmate. The Fatui's presence in Inazuma is weak at present. Nothing more
Why
than
the
peaceful
Fatui got
opponents. If
Hilichurl
we strike
stuff?
from above and take down their
Much
leader
confused.
first, the rest of them will be hard-pressed to put up a serious fight. Option 2. Hit them where it hurts. Over there, for example, a store of gunpowder cakes. If we manage to discreetly set the gunpowder alight without alerting them, it would deal them a devastating blow. They'd be caught completely off guard. Both their morale and fighting capacity would be severely impaired. Option 3. Use the environment against them. We're close to the sea here, so the air
And we're
is very
exposing
humid.
your real name. Yeah,
can
I
gather the water
completely
vapor,
forgot to mention
you
that
get
to
a
you
touch of
last time.
lightning, and together,
Because I
we
forgot
can
that you
shock
had
them
2
into
accounts.
submission. Wow, that's our grand
But
strategist.
good to see you.
There's a lot to
I
think
hope you've
about.
been having a good day.
Which option should we choose? That will depend on our assessment of our own abilities. A surprise attack from the air is the quickest solution, but requires superior combat skills. With an explosion, we could rapidly reduce their numbers without a protracted battle, but absolute stealth would be required during the operation, or we'd risk exposing ourselves. If we decide to take advantage of the environment, we should be prepared for a lengthy siege.
Oh.
So, which is your preferred option?
See, now this is a hard decision. But I feel like it doesn't matter which one I select, I'm still going to have to fight the same amount of people. Sure. We're just gonna dive in
Every confidence in your abilities.
and probably get our asses handed to us.
Let's fight this one together.
Did I do Ito's quest? No, because you've got to do this one, and then you can do Ito,
I certainly won't be dropping you into battle all by yourself.
and
We
then
should
you
take
can
them down
do
as quickly as possible and
Shinobu.
retrieve the merchant's goods.
It's so dumb. Because, where is it? So yeah, so I've got to... Yeah, I've got to complete this one first. And then I can do Ido. And then I can do Shinobu's hangout. I'm very confused why her hangout is hidden, like, well, locked behind having to do story quests, but it is what it is. Monk brain time, yep. It's time to just go in and fight. Okay, he just... he has, like, the senses of I don't know what, but... He must be the first video game character that I've seen that can actually look upwards. Okay, let's go. Okay, how do you work? Am I doing this properly? I mean... so much for air raid. I know, right? Like, he just turned around and... come over here, because I don't want to fight everyone else. Alright, well, let's just freeze you. Right. We'll throw some fire on there. Oh, so she heals. Okay. Yep. You can you can see how long it took me to figure that out. Oh, I've got to fight everyone else anyway. Okay. Oh, that's kind of no fun. Wait, can I juggle you to the ocean so I can just push you in? Please, let me just... please. Oh my god, I hate it here. Drown, please. Go deep enough. No, okay. That's not gonna work. This might be a mistake. Okay. We did it.
Excellent work. All thanks to your genius.
Yeah, I didn't realize that she's a healer. At all.
Actually, even the best tactics live or die on the strength of those executing.
Until I finally saw the green numbers and I was like, oh, hang on a second.
Everyone involved. Victory never belongs to a single person. Now that you mention it, Paimon did make a pretty big contribution, huh?
Yes, Paimon, you did so much.
Hey! I must admit, I wasn't expecting to find the Fatui laying low in a Hilichurl camp. Presumably, they've been operating out of here in secret for quite some time. What's their objective? Are the soldiers right? Could they really be in collusion with the Tenryou Commission? Let's scour the camp for evidence. If the merchant's story is true, the inventory should be here. Alright, time to take a look around.
Also, I caved and I got the battle pass. So, I actually have a good weapon. Well, wait, did I put it on? Yeah. I have the deathmatch now. Which I spent most of the afternoon leveling up. And I... don't ask me why, but I maxed out the sword here as well. It took way too long. I don't know why I spent my time doing it.
are the Fatui food supplies? They look a little past their best. Is this really all they had to eat? Whoa! This place is chock full of bomb-making materials! This is way too dangerous!
I shouldn't do this, but my brain is telling me to do it, so yep.
Figure out the best way to deal with it.
That was actually kind of worth it. I'm also surprised, how do I get knockbacks? Okay, yeah, I was just a little bit too close.
Hey!
Grab these while I'm here because I will never come back to this part of the island ever again. No, Paimon, we're already on a quest. Oh, there's gold. Please skip. Nothing else in here, is there? Oh.
Kokomi! Kokomi! We found the merchant's stuff! Look!
I see. Oh, nothing. I just zoned out for a moment. Let's see here. Yes, these are the stolen goods, all right. Food, medicine, farming tools, all essential for post-war recovery. And he
Are
was
they
probably
stolen, or
stockpiling
did he
them
sell
until
them to
could
her?
make a handsome profit. By contrast, it's doubtful that the Tenryou Commission has any need of these items, so the idea that he was supplying them doesn't make a lot of sense. In all likelihood, he's just an opportunistic merchant. Nothing quite as scandalous as Matsuda and Uchimura had imagined.
He's hardly a saint, though, right?
Neither are you,
We
Paimon.
stockpile things that people are desperate for. We're not just gonna give them back to him and let him go, are we? It doesn't feel right.
Don't worry. I had already foreseen this. In my recently issued post-war temporary decree, I included restrictions on the prices of essential everyday goods. These items will ultimately reach the people at a reasonable price. If he had taken the time to read the decree, it's unlikely he ever would have ended up in this predicament.
Kokomi, you think of everything.
Kokomi sure is
I
smart.
wish that were true. Take this alleged collusion between the Tenryou Commission and the Fatui, for example. I'm still completely stumped. The low energy doesn't exactly help.
Huh? What do you mean by that?
Nothing. Come on, let's take the goods back. It's not long now until the victory feast. It'll be a race against the clock to get all of this resolved before it starts.
Got it! First we mend the peace, then we attend the feast.
That's actually a pretty good saying.
Come on, enough procrastinating.
Kokomi's smart, unlike me. Me as well, as I know. Me as well. I have 3 brain cells and they're always working overtime. Sorry, 1 second. Okay. Oh, carrots. Mine. All of them. Oh, no, I didn't mean to talk to you. Just let me take your carrots, please. Please stop talking. Thank you. No. Not like this, please. I'm clicking as fast as I can. Oh, there's a thing over here. Oh, there's two things. Oh. I've really got to explore these areas more. Oh, it's literally right there. Okay, big brain? Oh, no, maybe not big brain.
Speed of light.
Grab the wall. Big brain. Let's go. Oh wait, I can just literally grab fish. I forgot about that. Come here. I need you to cook. Okay, thank you. So where's the other one? I promise I'll only spend like 2 minutes trying to get this. I will not let myself get completely distracted by trying to get this one. Okay, where is it? Oh, it's the one that's way up there. How do I get up there? Oh, okay. Oh, shit. Wait, do I just have to get you to look this way? No, because now the other ones are looking the other way. Why won't you move now? Okay, perfect. Okay, so... Perfect. Wait, what that? Okay, I give up. Back to the task at hand. Who am I talking to? You.
My goods! You got him back, huh? Thank you, Your Excellency. And thank you, Captain. You see? I told you I was innocent.
I'm not so sure. You could have easily planned the whole thing with the Fatui in advance.
Based on the information we gathered from the Fatui camp, there's nothing to suggest he had any correspondence with them. Had it been the case, then knowing how the Fatui operates, they would have left some evidence of it.
But
She literally just called the Fatui dumb.
No ifs, no buts. We've recovered the goods.
Nice.
As agreed, this is sufficient to establish his innocence.
Apologies.
Guess we got carried away.
What did I tell you? You army numbskulls don't have a clue. All brawn and no brains coming to me with your crazy conspiracies. Lay off me next time, got it?
Sir, I'm afraid you're getting ahead of yourself. You may be innocent of the accusations originally leveled at you, but hoarding essential goods is a crime under the temporary decree. You must bear the consequences. You have
Someone's in
already
trouble?
admitted to being the owner of these goods, so we are obliged to respond with appropriate measures. In addition to enforcing the sale of these goods at the accepted rates, there will also be a fine, the amount of which...
Wait, Your Excellency, whose side are you on here?
I have no business taking sides. As the Divine Priestess of Watatsumi Island, I abide by the principle of clear and consistent rewards and punishments. just as merit must be recognized, mistakes must be penalized. You may have been proven innocent of the more serious allegations leveled at you, but this does not exempt you from bearing the consequences of your mistakes.
Wait a minute.
Well, don't just stand there. Take him away. Time to pay up.
Your
It's a
Excellency,
lot of laws.
he says all the goods belong to him, but it doesn't add up. Those of a Tenryo Commission emblem are probably his, but not the rest. Especially these ones. They're clearly for shrine use.
It seems the Fatui simply dumped all their stolen goods in one place. Leave the shrine paraphernalia to me. As for the rest, I'll leave you to sift through and try to track down the owners. I know, that's a lot to ask.
Not at all, Your Excellency. We're on it. But if I may, Your Excellency, maybe there were no signs of collusion in this case, but our people know what they saw. Something is going on between the Tenryo Commission and the Fatui. I know the peace talks are coming up, so...
Slap a
please keep
big
an open
trademark symbol on her
I
forehead.
understand your concern. I'll be sure to give it further consideration. I'm going to take these items back to the Sangonomiya Shrine. Why don't you come along for the walk?
Maybe that's why she has bangs. She's got a trademark symbol on her forehead, but she's covering it up.
Watatsumi Island observes different customs
where am
from
I
the
going?
rest of Inazuma. I imagine it must all seem a little alien to you.
Not sure what purpose the fishing net serves, but sure. Like, it's clearly not going to offer any shade, so I don't know why they have it up like shade cloth.
It's been a long time since I last came to this village. There's been a lot to deal with recently. Next time you visit, I'll take you to visit Watatsumi Island's old shrine.
I mean, I guess unless they use them and then hang them up to
You know, the
dry,
earliest shrine on Watatsumi Island was
which is
not
also
located
questionable.
in Sangonomiya. It was close to the Statue of the Seven. Back then, the people of this island recognized the shogun's existence, despite not venerating her as the shogunate do. But after she struck down our protector deity, the shrine was abandoned. Relations between Watatsumi Island and the shogunate have soured ever since. Mistrust has become deep-rooted over time. I've been hoping to raise all this at the peace talks and discuss it properly. Grievances have to be let go eventually.
Do they though?
Your Excellency, what brings you out this way on your busy
Question mark.
schedule? Oh my, you're looking a little worse for wear. You need to take better care of yourself, okay? All of our fates depend on you.
What do you mean? She looks perfectly fine.
Thanks for your concern, but I'm fine.
Your Excellency, I beg you, heed a word of advice. After all this time fighting the Shogun's army, peace is not something that can simply be declared. If we reconcile with them, the god who once protected us will have died in vain.
Come on, that's ancient history. Besides, the fighting is barely over. We should be grateful to be at peace once more.
I know, it's just...
Granny wants war.
We should
She's
remain
about it.
strong in these negotiations. We mustn't be too ready to compromise.
I appreciate your concerns. I will consider the options carefully and be sure to proceed appropriately.
Wonderful. We're all counting on you, Your Excellency.
Your Excellency? Well, I'll be... fancy meeting you at a place like this. Do you know, my daughter's enrolled herself in the Shrine Maiden selection process this year. If she makes it into Sangonomiya, I'll be one very happy mother. You're a kind and gracious
Why is the only
leader.
thing old
She'd
people
be
talk
in
about is
very
war?
good hands. I'm always telling my daughter that if she gets the chance
'Cause I
to
love it.
learn from Her Excellency
I
directly,
know.
she must make the most of it. I mean, just look at Her Excellency, still so young, but so mature and intelligent. My daughter has always looked to you.
This is why I'd hate to be an important person.
If she comes to Sangonomiya, I'll look
Just
out
get
for
people
her.
like this all day, every day.
Ah, Your Excellency. Boy, am I glad you're here. As you know, agricultural output has taken a pretty big hit this year.
I couldn't handle
Let me
it.
bring
It'd
you up
be
to
way
speed on
too
the
much
latest
stress.
situation.
Oh, Your Excellency, isn't this the captain of Swordfish 2? Will he be based on Watatsumi Island from now on?
No,
Your
I
Excellency.
definitely won't be.
Please, remain calm, everyone. I'll get around to all your queries. Though, for the longer ones, I'd prefer it if you could write a report and submit it to the shrine. Then I can respond to each one as and when I have the time. Are you alright?
Yep, it's testing my patience, that's for
Me
sure.
too. It does get pretty annoying.
Your Excellency, here you are. There's been a situation. We're still waiting on the delivery of a whole batch of ceremonial items. I'm beginning to worry that they've been stolen.
Oh, we retrieved those already. No need to worry.
Really? That's fantastic! You never cease to amaze us, Your Excellency. I sorted through all the petitions received recently and placed them on your desk. Also, according to the schedule, you're just in time for your meeting today on the development of the textiles industry.
That's today? Right now?
Yes, the two young ladies have arrived safely. We're
I will
just
say
waiting
though,
for
her
you.
eyes are kind of creepy.
I see.
Imagine just being stared at by
I was
those.
hoping to take a walk around the island.
It'd be alright for like half an hour,
But it
but
looks like we'll have
it'd
to
get a bit
save
much
that
after
for
that.
some other time. Well, let's rendezvous tomorrow at the entrance to Sangonomiya Shrine. Then we'll go and make preparations for the victory feast. Yay! The victory feast! Just to be clear, we're talking lots of delicious food, right? That's the name of the game. There'll be some Watatsumi Island specialties, which I'm sure you'll enjoy. Great! See you tomorrow, then!
Oh, okay, I thought that was like just the whole thing completely done. What time do I have to wait until? 10 to 12. Okay. Nope, no, oh, that one, that one.
Huh. Kokomi isn't here yet. That's weird. She doesn't seem like the type to show up late to things. Let's wait a little longer. How is she still not here? Do you think
She's
she could
probably
be
just
in trouble?
fucking sleeping. I know I would be.
Let's go ask that soldier over there.
Are you looking for Her Excellency? I'm afraid she isn't here at the moment. I don't know where she's gone.
So strange. Guess we should just call it a rain check then?
Not necessarily. If I recall correctly, Her Excellency has made special provisions for such a
Oh my
scenario
God.
in her general operational directives. Let me see. Yes, number 98. Should a visitor from afar come to see me, and should my whereabouts be unknown, Direct them to proceed southward until they arrive at a tree with purple foliage. The footnote stipulates that this only
I
applies
can
when
see
Her Excellency has
4
made no
trees
communication
with
regarding her
purple leaves.
whereabouts before disappearing. And even then, only when the visitor in question is of VIP status. As far as I'm concerned, you two tick all of the boxes. I keep this directive on me at all times. I'm sure this is the right course of action.
What a nerd.
Really does think of everything. All right, let's find the place she wrote about and have a look.
South. Purple trees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, it's marked. Okay. Oh no, please grab that. Okay, never mind. Is there a teleport up there? There is. Let's go.
Are you sure this is the right place? Feels like we keep heading deeper into the middle of nowhere. Hey, doesn't that tree look like the one she described in the directive? It looks like there's a way in over there. Let's take a look.
Oh, yeah, I completely did not even see that. Why? Okay, I'm not going to question it.
Kokomi! So this is where you ran off to. We were gonna meet up and get things ready for the victory feast today. What happened?
She looks like she's asleep. I don't know.
It's you. I apologize. I'm not feeling my usual self today.
You got sick? We'll go find a doctor right away!
No. It's nothing like that. It's just... my energy is completely spent.
You run on energy? You mean you're like a
God,
ruined
Pamela, please.
No, it's just a figure of speech. I'm ashamed to admit it, but I can't always be the infinitely capable person I present myself as. You noticed? I guess I haven't quite mastered the ability to hide how I'm feeling. I'll keep working at it. To be honest, I'm not really cut out to be a leader. At first, my dream was to read up on military strategy and perhaps become an advisor. Constantly communicating with people, trying to retain their morale, having to read between the lines, making sure everyone gets the recognition they deserve. It's such hard work. You're somehow supposed to make people feel wonderful, just from being in your presence, while also commanding their respect. It doesn't come naturally to me. And truth be told, it's something I never wanted for myself. But because of my bloodline, I was always going to end up being the divine priestess, sooner or later. Like it or not, it's just the way it is. So,
Give the job to someone else.
I feel overwhelmed,
Easy.
I come here to just lose myself in a book and relax for a while. Don't worry, it doesn't affect my work. I handed over preparations for the victory feast to someone else. I have to make a speech tonight, and I mustn't give the troops any reason to suspect that something could be wrong. This peace was hard-won, and I want them to feel at ease.
Is there anything we can do to help?
I should be feeling energized again soon if I hold off on work for a little longer. If only there was some way I could listen to a good read on military strategy. I'm sure that'd speed up the process. I was reading a book last time I was here, but I only got about halfway through. Where did I put it?
We'll find it for you.
Yep, okay. We'll find it. And read it. Okay. Good plan.
You
do that for me? Thank you. I'm really lucky you came back to Watatsumi Island.
Okay. Wait, what? Oh, it's in here still.
Whoa, look at all these petitions! So does Kokomi make time to deal with these even when she's resting? Sangonomiya Events Cash Flow Statement. Consolidated Annual Report on Fishing Production. Watatsumi Island Monthly Maintenance Expenses Breakdown? This is a lot of work for one person, and it's on top of all the directives she has to write and the people she has to meet day to day. It's no wonder she gets burnt out from time to time. Let's track down that book and help her feel like herself again.
This one.
Hey, look! Could this be the book she wanted? Swordfish
Oh,
Captain
God.
came back today. Energy +4. That's just,
Wait, what? What's +2? Peace talks +4. Oh, we came back. +4 energy. Oh. Hopefully I don't have to remember any of that.
Give it here.
Oh, okay. Take it.
Guess that was the wrong one. Let's keep looking. It's gotta be this one, right? Look, there's even a bookmark. None of the other books have one, so she must have finished reading those already. Ooh, it's pretty dense. Paimon doesn't understand a thing. Well, let's take it over and read it to her.
Wait. Can we sit? Oh. Perfect. Swear to God if we're setting up in the cutscene.
Is this the book you wanted?
I'm upset.
I'm not sure, actually. Could you read a bit out loud? Yes, that's the one. Thank you. Kokomi? Kokomi! Oh no! She's fallen asleep! What are we gonna do? Tonight's the victory feast! Not to mention that the peace talks are just around the corner! She's got so much to do! You sure that's a good idea? She does look pretty exhausted. Guess there's still some time to go, too. Alright, let's keep her company while she rests. Avoid disaster. Protect peace at all costs.
God.
War's over. Things are slowly getting better. Oh. Did you see?
It's kind of weird to just sit there and listen to all that, though.
What time is it? Did I fall asleep?
Just gonna say it.
We've been out for ages. It's nearly time for the feast. I can't believe it got so late. I haven't slept that peacefully in so long. That's gotta be 3 whole energy points right there. Should be enough to see me through the peace talks. Thank you. Well, we better get ourselves over there. It's nearly time to light the bonfire. Woohoo! Kokomi's back to full energy! Good to have you back. It looks like everything's in place for the feast. But I still need to give a quick speech before the festivities begin. Oh, how much energy will that take? Do you think you've got enough? Don't worry, I've got plenty. Thanks to you two, I recovered more quickly than usual. That's great! We'll be rooting for you! Welcome, everyone! Today is the day that we celebrate our victory. Recently, our war with the Shogun's army came to an end, and we finally saw the abolition of the Vision Hunt Decree. None of us can know what the Inazuma of the future will look like. But tomorrow, I meet with the Tenryou Commission for peace talks. I give you my word that I will strive for peace for Watatsumi Island once and for all.
There's a crab.
Thank you all for your valiant
Wait, go
efforts
back.
throughout. Truly, it is only through those efforts that we have been able to prevail in this trying war. This feast is held in honor of each and every one of you gathered here today. I hope all of you get to relax and enjoy our hard-won victory. Tonight seems to have gone off without a hitch. I'm so glad it's all going smoothly. People tend to be more open when they're in a good mood. Could I ask you to go around and see what information you can gather? I still have no further leads regarding the issue of potential collusion between the Tenryou Commission and the Fatui. And I'm concerned that something might happen at tomorrow's peace talks. Okay, sure. We'll go ask around.
Okay. Don't mind me just standing on your fish.
Watatsumi Island is finally at peace, and it's all thanks to Her Excellency, Sangonomiya. Recently, let me think. Well, the biggest thing for us is that we can finally get back out on the ocean to fish. During the hostilities, the open sea was full of warships. We just had to make do with what little fish and shrimp we could get our hands on closer to shore. When the catch wasn't good, we'd all go hungry. The poor kids were crying all day and night, but there was just nothing I could do. We'd go to bed ravenous and be tossing and turning all night long, trying to keep it together until the morning. At least things are finally improving now. I hear you're captain of Swordfish too, is that right? Well, thank you for your service. Here, have a fish. It's freshly caught, so it's a bit, fishy. But it's fine.
Oh, no. We couldn't possibly.
Ah, come on, take it. Without you, we'd probably still be going to bed hungry tonight. Her Excellency always teaches us to repay kindness with gratitude.
Okay, well, thanks. Come on, let's go talk to some others.
Okay, who else? You. Vegetables.
Hey there. Care for some fruit and vegetables?
Wow, that's a
Nature's remedy when you
completely
overdo
different
the
voice than I was
barbecue.
expecting.
Are you referring to the thing about the Tenryou Commission and the Fatui? I've heard rumors, but nothing too detailed. It's funny you should say that the soldiers seem excitable, though. I've had the same feeling. See that guy over there? He's been acting strange these days. Always shouting and waving his spear around when he's got nothing to do. He scared the heck out of me a few times. It's a miracle the fighting has finally come to an end. Yeah, I really hope we don't go making any more trouble for ourselves. Sorry, I'm afraid I don't have much information. If you still have questions, you may as well go and talk to him.
Yep. Sure, let's go talk to the lunatic with the spear.
Go. This guy smells of booze.
Huh? Wait, don't tell me. Captain of Swordfish too, right?
Lady's voice is
You
sure.
actually came back. I thought you'd abandoned
That
the platoon
was a bit
and made
weird.
Run for it.
Nuh-uh. We would never run from from a fight.
Is that so? All anyone talks about these days is peace and stability. Do you remember what the most important thing is to the Resistance? You got that right. So I'm gonna put you to the test. Time to see if you truly are a bona fide Resistance warrior.
Okay, we're literally just gonna slap you once. That's gonna be that.
Ugh, this guy. Would it kill him to just have a normal conversation? What do you think?
We'll see.
Get hit by a rock, idiot.
You're a strong fighter. No wonder Her Excellency chose you. You really do have a warrior's will. Then maybe you can understand us. Captain, comrade, will you join us? We made it up. The story about the Tenryou Commission colluding with the Fatui, it didn't happen.
What an asshole.
Kokomi's been worried sick. You're telling us you made the whole thing up? What the heck were you thinking? This could send you right back into war with the Tenryou Commission.
Yes, that's exactly what we're hoping to achieve. Peace talks? Everyone's been drawn in by the idea. That's why the future of Watatsumi Island is at stake. What's to stop the Tenryou Commission from stabbing us in the back? And what's to stop the Raiden Shogun from issuing another Vision Hunt decree?
Because we kicked
We
your
are
ass.
the Resistance. Everything hinges on our warrior's will. We can't trust the Tenryou Commission or the Raiden Shogun, but we can put faith in ourselves. Surely you agree with that?
His point does kinda make sense, but something about it doesn't feel right to Paimon. Yeah, everything you said just now was pure speculation, wasn't it? Are you seriously willing to make up a wild rumor and ruin the peace everyone's worked so hard for, all because of some imaginary situation that may not even happen?
Don't take that tone with me, acting like you're above all of this. What would you understand? For the sake of victory, we embody the warrior's will to the fullest. You understand? We were all in. Now they're suddenly trying to tell us that none of it matters anymore? You'd have me just put down my weapon and start living like an ordinary person, but how can I? How can I when every time I close my eyes, I see the faces of the friends we lost in battle? Every time I see them there in my mind's eye, it reminds me that I can never forgive the Tenryou Commission and never forgive the Vision Hunt decree. I guess you're not one of us. Well, whatever. Go ahead and tell Sango Nomiya if you want, but you're too late to stop us now.
Too late? What do you mean?
Oh my god, I swear to god, if they've done something stupid.
Answer that one. What are we gonna do? This is really serious. We need to give Kokomi the full story right away. A few things. The whole thing about the Tenryou Commission colluding with the Fatui is baloney. They made it all up. They wanted the peace talks to break down so that they could carry on fighting the war. And they said it's too late to try and stop them, no matter what we do.
I see. I'm fine. Don't worry. This is my fault. If only I'd perceived what they were feeling earlier, it never would have come to this. I think I understand what Kozin means when he says it's too late. The talks don't begin until tomorrow, but both sides have already sent their guards to the location. They are responsible for making sure the area is safe and secure. I highly suspect that
one of Kozen's pro-war co-conspirators will have infiltrated the guards with an intent to reignite hostilities tomorrow during the negotiations.
Well, that's no good. Do you want us to head over there now and switch out the guards?
That won't work. Firstly, the act of bringing a new team of guards to a neutral negotiation site will put both sides on high alert. It would almost certainly push the pro-war faction into taking action. They would attack the Tenryou Commission's guards, and we'd be in danger of war breaking out once again. Not to mention that we have no idea how many of Watatsumi Island's soldiers are involved in this plot. If we change the guard in haste, we face the issue of not knowing who to trust.
Sounds like a really tricky situation. So is there really nothing we can do about it?
Don't let it worry you. What's done is done. Now it falls to me to devise a counter plan. These soldiers crossed the line, but the blame is not theirs alone. Whatever happens, I will find a way to ensure they do not come to harm. Let's meet here again tomorrow.
Till tomorrow. 10 to 12. Okay, let's go. Surely it just means a couple of hours, or does this literally mean the next day? Nope, literally the next day. Okay.
Well, the peace talks are upon us. How do you feel? Prepared? Here, take this. These are some directives I wrote last night. These negotiations are complex, to be sure, but I thought about it carefully and realized there are no more than 187 possible outcomes. I took the liberty of writing them all down. This way, you will be able to adapt with speed, no matter how the events play out.
Whoa, this is huge! Let's see. Fierce dispute, violent escalation, armed revolt, coordinated attack, seize hostages. Wow, there are so many! But you've thought of a solution to each one! Paimon suddenly feels a lot less nervous.
Glad to hear it. These peace talks are quite exceptional. It is a major step forward both for Watatsumi Island and the Shogunate. But any amount of dissatisfaction within our ranks weakens our negotiating position. We will have to work all the harder if we want these talks to be a success. As the Divine Priestess of Watatsumi Island, this responsibility is, of course, mine to shoulder. But would you be willing to lend me a hand?
Sure.
Excellent. Okay, time to head off.
Imagine if we just turned around and said no, figure it out. Please, Shishi, stop.
been a while, Kujo-Sara. I believe the last time we met was on the battlefield.
Yes, where you dealt my forces quite the devastating blow. But before we go any further, what are you doing here?
That's right. He's here to bear witness to the proceedings. He experienced the war between us firsthand, and has made an enormous contribution towards securing the peace we have today. I couldn't think of a more suitable candidate.
Seems reasonable. Then let's get straight into it. The first item is the Maritime Administration issue. During wartime, we restricted fishing rights for Watatsumi vessels in Narukami waters. We intend to remove these restrictions, but going forward, any of your vessels that fish in our waters will have to pay taxes in accordance with Narukami legislation in order to bring their catch back to Watatsumi.
That's fine, but if they're paying taxes, they should also be entitled to protection from the Tenryou Commission while in your waters. Any losses they sustain due to issues of public security will need to be compensated by the Tenryou Commission.
Accepted. Let's add that to the peace treaty. I can assure you that your vessels will be quite safe in our hands.
Negotiations seem to be going pretty smoothly.
The next item has to do with the movement of people and military authority. In the past, our people have been subjected to lengthy interrogations on arrival in Watatsumi, and the same has been true for your people on arrival to Narukami. Economic cooperation between our islands has suffered greatly as a consequence. Few merchants are now willing to engage in inter-island commerce. Since the war is now over, I propose that we have the Yashiro Commission appoint a business council to oversee trade between our two islands.
The problem there is that trade is a reciprocal affair. We'll need to involve merchants from both sides in this process if it is to succeed. We cannot give the Yashiro Commission full authority.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Watatsumi Island facing severe shortages of many essential goods at the moment? Having the Yashiro Commission organize everything centrally would work in your favor.
True, we're experiencing some shortages, but we will recover in due course. Between the diverse
Disagree on
range of goods
something.
we can produce ourselves and our strong trade links with other areas, we are capable of sourcing everything we need. Not to mention that your proposal would require separate talks with the Kamisato clan. If they've yet to sanction it, I believe you are going beyond the remit of the Tenryou Commission's authority.
Let's leave that aside for now, then. On to the military question. Watatsumi Island's forces will need to come back under the jurisdiction of the Tenryou Commission.
That just isn't feasible. Not in the short term, at least.
With all due respect, feasibility doesn't come into it. The Tenryou Commission alone has ultimate responsibility for Inazuma's national security. We cannot allow Watatsumi Island to be the sole exception to this rule indefinitely.
You Kujo scum! Colluding with the Fatui isn't low enough for you already. You just want to take everything away from us.
Oh no.
Comrades, never trust the Kujo. Let's get them.
Protect Madame Kujo!
Number 16. No, wait. 67? Or is it 73? Which one?
Read, Paimon, read. Okay.
Kokomi! Which scenario number is this in the directives?
The last one, but hold off for the moment. Stand down, Tadakatsu! Situation has changed. Please stand by for further orders. Rest assured, I am fully aware of your concerns, but I will deal with the situation from here. Madam Kujo, this is rather serious. I believe you owe Watatsumi Island an explanation?
Excuse me for a moment. Nobody makes another move until I have finished investigating. You two, here, now!
Wait, what? That was the creepiest wink ever.
Speak! Collusion with the Fatui? Is this true?
I wouldn't exactly call it collusion as such.
We were approached by a few Fatui. They mentioned a potential cooperation to keep the war against Watatsumi Island going. At the time, I felt like we could give it a try. After all, there'd be nothing to lose.
But we were extremely careful. We didn't agree to anything. We just said they could maybe start by heading to Watatsumi Island and stirring things up a little. Then we'd see how it went. With respect, ma'am, there was no collusion. It was just a one-off conversation. How anyone from Watatsumi Island even found out about it, I have no idea.
That's enough. When we return, there will be consequences. Might I remind you that this is the Fatui? Have you completely forgotten what they did to us? You should be having no interaction with them whatsoever, let alone entertaining offers of cooperation. So, what did they want out of it?
The Fatui's main forces have already left Inazuma. The few who approached us seemed like they wanted to settle a score for their boss.
Oh, her subordinates. So they're out for revenge. They want to keep Inazuma in a state of turmoil. One day, I will hunt them down. Every last one. We bear responsibility for this issue. My sincere apologies. I have my own negligence to blame for this state of affairs. Please, grant us another chance to continue the peace talks.
But of course, Madame Kujo. I have every confidence in your ability to resolve this situation. For the time being, however, there is evidently some discord within the Tenryou Commission's ranks. I would therefore not feel comfortable releasing Watatsumi Island's forces into your command at this time.
It seems that I must acquiesce. I will lay this issue aside for now, but we shall revisit it as soon as the Tenryou Commission has resolved our internal issues. As for the trade issues we raised, I will discuss options with the Yashiro Commission and make sure both sides have ample participation in the final arrangement.
Seems like Kujo-Sara's on the defensive now. These negotiations should be smooth sailing from here on out.
Politics. Yay.
I never knew the grand strategist of Watatsumi Island was a skilled negotiator, as well as a formidable commander. I hope that when we meet again, we can continue these sit-down discussions. Settling our differences on the battlefield is rather taxing. I think we can leave things there for today. Once I get back, I will conduct a thorough investigation into the Tenryou Commission's internal issues.
I should inform you that we took out a Fatui camp recently. I suspect that before long, they will attempt to re-establish contact with your people in the hope of procuring some assistance. I recommend you say and do nothing on the matter for the time being, lest you tip them off and they disappear. Wait for them to come to you. That way, you can capture them all in one fell swoop.
I will bear this in mind. Thank you. I shall take my leave now. Until we meet again.
Your Excellency,
Let's discuss it after we get back.
Your Excellency, you knew?
I have already been informed on the reasons for your actions. You believe the Tenryou Commission to be untrustworthy and sought to sabotage the peace talks and reignite the war. Fortunately, The end result exposed and thwarted a secret Tenryou Commission plot. Yet, this was purely incidental, and the end certainly did not justify your means.
But Your Excellency, so many comrades have sacrificed themselves in the line of duty. If we stop now, aren't all of our efforts going to waste? I want to keep fighting. I want ultimate victory, even if it means I have to pay the ultimate price.
I understand your sentiments, but you cannot simply impose your will and expect others to bear the consequences. During the war, there were highs and there were lows, and in the end, there was a glorious victory. For you, perhaps the experience was one of great excitement. But you saw nothing of the countless others who will remember the war quite differently. Most people suffered terribly through each day. Watatsumi Island's people yearn for peace because they have long since given all they had to the war effort. They are tired of treading water, and don't need you dragging them back underneath once again.
But...
I understand, I do. And the fault is not yours alone. It was largely an oversight on my part. I taught you to nurture a warrior's will, but never how to let it go.
It's not your fault, Your Excellency. It was ours. Our selfishness. Either way, we are ready to accept sentencing under martial law.
Very well. Then I hereby declare... that as of today, I am founding a new secret corps of the army. This division will be responsible for keeping Watatsumi Island safe and secure, neutralizing any and all threats to the peace of our island. You and your comrades will all be welcome to join, but be warned, the training will be grueling. Perseverance and grit will be in high demand.
Your Excellency, what are you saying?
I have concluded from today's peace talks that the Kujo clan cannot achieve absolute peace and stability in the near future. Many seek peace, but there are still those who pursue war. It is right that Watatsumi Island moves towards peace, but we must still retain a defensive capacity. Those whose warrior's will is alive and well, I invite you to embark on the most challenging training regimen of your lives. I don't want to hear from any of you again until all of you can take on 2 shogunate samurai at a time.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
All right, dismissed. Go and report to General Goro. And remember, there can be no more insubordination. And if there is, there will be no more leniency from me, whatever reasons you may have.
Yes, ma'am. From now on, we will focus on our training. Thank you for this opportunity, Your Excellency. We'll report to General Goro right away.
I think that's finally everything in hand. I can feel my energy levels starting to drop. Meet you back at the hideout for some rest? Thank you for everything. With your help, peace has been restored on Watatsumi Island once more. Recovering. Slowly, but surely. I should be raring to go before too long. Today was a reminder that I don't cope well in situations with lots of people. I've improved, but I still get nervous when more than a handful of people are involved. I think I might get Goro to handle the negotiations next time. Do you think so?
What is that base fire one?
To be honest, I'm still a long way off what's expected of a divine priestess. In the past, I was concerned only with winning the war, restoring peace, and making sure everyone could live a happy life. But I realize now that wasn't going far enough. people have all kinds of aspirations, and just as many measures of happiness. I have a long way to go, but that's okay. If I can't make the journey in one giant leap, I'll just have to settle for taking it one small step at a time. In short, I've still got some maturing to do. Could you stay here on Watatsumi Island?
Oh.
To keep me company for a while longer?
It's done. We finished it. Okay, so I don't think I'll be doing another one, just because it's almost 3 hours to do 2. However, we'll do a wish before we finish things off. No, it's a 4-star. It's a sword. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Who can I put that on? Which one was it? This one. I feel like I've already got one. Yeah, already got one. Well, that wasn't what I was hoping for. I don't have enough to get another one, do I? Oh, okay. Let me just have a look here. Yep, so my last 2 4-stars have been weapons. Oh, we'll do the banner. See if we get another 4-star. Nope. Okay, well, with that, and with getting a sword 4-star for the end, I think that'll be all for tonight's stream. So appreciate everyone who came along and hung out and watched for a bit, and I hope you guys take care, and I'll see you next time.